So, would it be a very foolish question to ask you whether you'd have quite liked to have been a woman rather than a man?
I try to play a role, whatever the role is, and I try never to make the mistake of beginning to think that I am the role that I'm playing.
You know, I once spent $40,000 on a horse that ran dead last, so I bought the horse.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, you're wrong. I put that horse in a nice green pasture, so he'd never get his foot caught in a mutual machine.
As I go, I remember sometimes people trying to give me a compliment, say, "Oh, Kirk, you were so wonderful that you were so lost in the part." And I say, no. I say, I wasn't lost in the part, you were.
Tomorrow, huh? Well, why not? You got as much chance of marrying me tomorrow as today. That's no chance at all because, guess what? I'm already married.
That's part of the art of acting or writing, is to create the illusion of what you want the reader or the viewer to get lost in.
I know newspapers backward, forward, and sideways. I can write them, edit them, print them, wrap them, and sell them.
Don't need anybody right now.
I can handle big news and little news. And if there's no news, I'll go out and bite a dog.
What I find as I get older is that you have to learn to like yourself.
All right. Now, what do we put on the screen that'll make the backs of their necks crawl?
Two eyes, shining in the dark.
Frightened, growling, showing its fang.
A bird, its neck broken, feathers torn from its throat.
A little girl screaming, claw marks down her cheeks.
You have to learn to look at yourself honestly. You have to learn to see some of your faults, your weaknesses, the many that I have, anger, as we talked about being one of them. I'm too quick to anger.
All those men, they didn't even have a chance.
They were sailors, same as me. Slaughtered by that monster you're trying to make friends with.
But if you're aware of the faults that you have, and yet you can balance that with other qualities that perhaps you have and feel in the overall evaluation of yourself, you're not such a bad guy.
And to do it! First among the suitors, first in pride, first in arrogance, you will be the first served today.
And you get to a point where you say, yeah, I like myself. I'm not such a bad guy. So I'm at that point in life where, Mavis, I like myself. I don't think I'm such a bad guy. I think I've raised 4 kids who are tough, talented. I think I've made 80 movies that have given millions and millions of people, hopefully, some enjoyment.
All right, Doc, let's go.
All right, on cue. What's the charge?
We'll think of one.
Sure you will.
As a matter of fact, in writing my autobiography, I was surprised how much anger there was inside of me. And I learned a lot about myself, including the fact that a lot of that anger remains. I think the anger that I've had in me is an element that I've used in my work.
I apologize for not being entirely honest with you. I apologize for not revealing my true feelings. I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
I think that as you get older, you try to do more meaningful things. You try in a little way, in a small way, to help other people. I don't know. You know, there's everything in life has a rhythm. You know, sure, I suppose, you know, I'd like to know a lot of things earlier than I did, but somehow there's a pattern to life, you know, and things happen, I think, when they should. I think it has to do with your own children. I think of my 4 sons, And I try to deal with them in a way where I can correct some of the things that I felt were missing in my own relationship with my father. But I don't know what...
Exactly what are your intentions?
To see that justice is done.
And yours?
Blow his head off. Steal the money.
And?
And I'm gonna ravish you.
I like women. I like them very much. I like relationships with women. I've never thought of women as just sex objects.
Hector, hand the flask to the Major.
Abort.
Glad you didn't ask him to shake hands.
A lot of men are intimidated by women. You see, after all, first I was brought up with 6 sisters. Maybe that gave me an advantage. I don't know.
You all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine. Can you do that, Captain? Contact Pearl Harbor. Back in 1941.
I think so.
But women have always played a very important part of my life.
What are you gonna do with him, Harry?
I want to blow his head off. You want to do that? It was disrespectful to me.
You just had your suit clean. You get brains all over it.
This punk don't have any brains.
Yeah, but there'll be blood. All red and sticky.
My mother and father were illiterate peasants that came here from Russia.
But there's one thing I want you to do.
Anything.
Face that firing squad like a man. I want you to show them that you have courage. Show them that you're not afraid.
I've never felt that a man should be running everything. That's for the men who are insecure.
Right.
I've always thought that women are so superior in so many ways.
I tell you what, I'll wrestle you for the money.
What?
I'll wrestle you. If you win, I'll give you $300,000. If I win, you owe me nothing.
They have wonderful qualities. They're enigmatic. You know, they have wonderful insights into things. And that's what makes being with a woman interesting. That's why I have enjoyed the company of women.
Evelyn, let me give you some good advice. Never get old.
Would have succeeded. I remember once saying to Michael that he ought to start writing his autobiography now, because I think if I were to read his autobiography, I think I might be shocked to find a lot of things, a lot of attitudes that he had toward me that I wasn't even aware of. If I were to write a sequel, if such a thing were possible, to my autobiography, I think I would have been kinder about my father. If a movie were ever made about my autobiography, I think I would have liked to play my father, because now I think, in writing the book, that I understand my father more. I know the problems